Hey there, movie fans. Welcome to the Blues of November. First up, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers again, for supporting me over the years. And, I recently received 2,000 subscribers, and it means a lot to me. It's great that people are so interested in my videos and my channel and all that. So it's very much appreciated. Thank you very much again. And I still haven't figured out what I should give away in the contest, but I will think of something. Anyway, as usual, I will give away two shoutouts to two subscribers, and they are Mr. Wolfwood and Horror Collectible Guy. These are two great YouTubers. Definitely go check them out. The links are below, as you all know. And especially go check out Mr. Wolfwood, because he doesn't have many subscribers. He only has 10 subscribers, which is way too low. So go check him out and subscribe to him and show him some support, and also to Horror Collectible Guy as well. Yeah, go check these guys out. Okay, now let me show you the DVDs and Blu-rays that I got over the month of November. I went a little crazy now. I have a little too much, but some of them were on sale. And the first one is the DVD set of The Story of Film, an Odyssey, which is a fascinating documentary series about the history of cinema. And the original retail price, this is the Dutch version, by the way, and the original retail price was 40 euros. And this was on sale on a Dutch website for 17 euros, so I could not let that go for that price. I've only seen the first 3 episodes. There are 15 episodes in total. Yeah, 15. And it's a very fascinating series, I have to say. I cannot wait to see the rest. I know there's also a Steelbook in the UK, but that is already, sold out and out of print and very expensive. Yeah, it's a very interesting, very fascinating documentary so far, and can't wait to see the rest. The other DVD set that I have that was also on sale is the films of Rita Hayworth, the collector's choice. This was on sale on Amazon.com, and I got this for 11 euros, I believe. It used to be 3 times that much, I guess. But this includes CoverGirl, Tonight and Every Night, Gilda, Miss Sadie Thompson, and Salome. Now, Gilda is without a doubt the best movie of this entire set. This is a still from that movie. You might remember the scene in The Shawshank Redemption where the guys are watching this film in the film theater, and they all went nuts when they see Rita Hayworth coming into the screen. Now, that was a clip from Gilda. Gilda's a great film, by the way. CoverGirl is a lovely film. I haven't seen this one yet. Salome I have seen. It was okay, kind of like a biblical movie. But this is a wonderful set, by the way. Wonderful set. There are some introductions by Martin Scorsese, Baz Luhrmann, and Patricia Clarkson. Very nice set. The films of Rita Hayworth. Okay, the next 3 Blu-rays I got from Amazon UK. These were 3 Blu-rays for £17. I think that's about 20 euros. The first one is Blue Velvet, which is a classic, of course. One of David Lynch's best films. Great film. I also have Hard Target on Blu-ray. I have to say the transfer looks pretty good. And a great film as well, of course. And the last one is Control, which is a great film about Ian Curtis, the frontman of Joy Division. It was directed by Anton Corbijn, and this is his his film debut. Anton Corbijn is better known as a photographer, and he worked with many famous people like U2, Lou Reed, Metallica, lots of famous people. And he also directed music videos like One by U2, Heart Shaped Box by Nirvana, Liar by the Henry Rollins Band, and he also directed a video of Joy Division, which is one of the extras on there, Atmosphere 88. You can see it directed by Anton Corbijn. So he's a very talented guy, and I'm an admirer of his work. I think he's great, and he delivered a fantastic film with Control. And I also picked up his second film, which is The American with George Clooney. Not many people liked it, but I think it's great. I think many people were misled by the trailer. The trailer gave the impression that this was a very fast-paced action thriller, but it turns out to be a very slow-paced action thriller. But I still thought it was a great film. Yeah, The American. I got this also for cheap on Amazon UK. Next is the remake of Maniac. This was actually a very decent film. I had my doubts at the beginning, especially because of Elijah Wood. I didn't think that he would make a convincing psycho killer, but he was terrific. He was really terrific, which I did not expect. And the way this movie was shot was also very well done. It's about 99%. It's shot in Elijah Wood's point of view, and I think that it works very well. So I thought it was a pretty good film. It also has a reversible cover, but I don't think you can see the rest though. I mean, it is a doll, but it has some nipples. I know that YouTube is very sensitive for nipples, so I'm not going to show you the nipples. But I thought it was a very, very decent remake. I still prefer the original, of course, but it was pretty good. Okay, the next 3 Blu-rays I got in a trade, and the first one is Suskind, which is a Dutch film. Takes place in Nazi-occupied Holland, 1942. This is also subscribed as the Dutch Schindler's List. Basically, a Jewish man is trying to, help as many Jewish people as possible. Keep them alive and away from the Germans. And it's a very well made, very well acted film. And you might know him. He's a German. I believe his name is Karl Markovich. He was also in a terrific World War II film called Die Fallschirm. I don't know what the English title is though. But terrific film. And that's a very nice slipcover as well. Suskind, great film. And I also got this in a trade, The Blue Lagoon, from Twilight Time. Now I wasn't planning on getting this released myself because there's also a Dutch Blu-ray of The Blue Lagoon, which is much cheaper, of course. But like I said, I got this in a trade, and I grew up on this film. I remember seeing this film for the very first time with my sister. This is really her favorite. It's a little bit unfocused here. This is really her favorite film next to Grease, which is coincidentally directed by the same guy, Randall Kleiser. But I think the cinematography looks very beautiful, and visually it looks very beautiful on Blu-ray. And Brooke Shields is, of course, come on, work with me here. Well, anyway, Brooke Shields looks beautiful, and Christopher Atkins, he's one of those actors whose career has been going way downhill. I mean, the last time I saw him in a film was in one of those dreadful productions from the Asylum, where he was fighting this very bad CGI monster. But anyway, it's a beautiful film. Looks quite nice on Blu-ray. And I also got this in a trade. The Day of the Dead. This is from a Shout Factory, of course. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to get this because I already have the Arrow release. But this has, new or different special features than the Arrow release, and some also say that the transfer on this Blu-ray looks better than the Arrow version. So I haven't checked it out myself yet, but I will surely do that. But this looks very cool. Another one for the collection. Next is the German media book of Only God Forgives by Nicholas Winding Refn. This is his second collaboration with Ryan Gosling. They did Drive before this, of course. And many people were actually disappointed by this movie. And I kind of understand why. I think these people were expecting something like Drive. But if you have seen Winding Refn's other films like Valhalla Rising or Bronson or the Pusher trilogy, you might know what to expect from this one. Personally, I loved it. I thought this was a fantastic film. I kind of like to consider this as a companion piece to Valhalla Rising because it has the same surreal, nightmarish, poetic style to it. But I thought this was terrific. I absolutely thought it was terrific. But it's definitely not everyone's cup of tea. But anyway, this is the German release. It is a limited edition. You can see my number here, 2384. I believe there are 3,333 in total. It is just sleeve. It's also come with a poster. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but the poster is just this front cover. I do have to say, and I'm not very pleased with this release. I mean, the front cover looks very nice. You can see here, and there's a back of Ryan Gosling. And there's also a bonus disc, NWR, which is an hour-long documentary about the director. But that's pretty much the only extra there is on this set. There's nothing else. There's some trailers and of other films, but that's it. There's nothing else about the movie itself. I know that other releases has audio commentary and behind-the-scene footage and all that. So that's a bit of a downer. Let me show the pages here. You have an interview with Nicholas Winding Refn in German, obviously. Filmographies by Ryan Gosling, Kristen Scott Thomas, who is fantastic in this film, but I thought her role was too short to really, be impressive. But she was such a bitch in this film. Billy Burke, who plays Ryan Gosling's older brother, and this guy, he really steals the show in this film. His name is, I'm not going to butcher this, but his name is Vitaya Pensringarm. He was also in The Hangover 2, which I did not know. But he was terrific. I'll show you some other pictures here. Here's a picture of Ryan Gosling. And there's another one of Ryan Gosling, pretty much beat up here. You know, visually it looks stunning, and you know, the colors are very rich and very vivid, which is interesting because you know, Winding Refn is colorblind, and yeah, it's a very colorful film. You know, visually a very strong film. But you know, like I said, not really happy with the set. First of all, it's overpriced. I got this for €30, and I should have waited till I saw some pictures, or you know, somebody showing this in a video, and waited for they drop the price. You know, I would not recommend this to anybody who lives in a English-speaking country, because this is not really an English-friendly edition. It has German subtitles, and there is German or English language, but there is also Thai language, and that is not, you know, there's no English subtitles on that, only German. So that's you know, a bit of a downer, but a terrific film. I thought it was great. Next up is the Steelbook of The Fall of the House of Usher. This is the first of, in total, 6 Edgar Allan Poe movies that Roger Corman has made with Vincent Price. I think Corman has made 2 other Poe movies as well, without the Vincent Price, of course. And I know that this movie is part of the Vincent Price Blu-ray set from Shout Factory, which I will be getting someday. But I wanted to get this anyway because, you know, the steelbooks look very nice. They used the original poster on the front cover, and there's a nice picture at the back here. It also has some inside artwork as well. But I waited for this movie to come out on Blu-ray because I was pretty sure that it will look beautiful on high definition, and it was. I mean, it does look beautiful on high definition. Next is the Steelbook of The World's End. I absolutely enjoyed this. I thought it was a lot of fun. You know, I'm a fan of the of these you know, this 3 flavored Cornetto trilogy. Of course, the first one is Shaun of the Dead. The second one was Hot Fuzz, and this is the third and final movie of that trilogy. I think that Shaun of the Dead was the strawberry flavor kind, and this, I believe, is the mint flavor, if I'm correct. I'm not really sure which flavor Hot Fuzz is. I need to look that up. But this was a lot of fun. I absolutely enjoyed it. Yeah, great fun movie, The World's End. Next is the Steelbook of Pacific Rim by Guillermo del Toro. I'm a big Del Toro fan, but I don't think this is one of his best movies, though. But it's still, you know, it's still very entertaining, and it looks amazing, you know, visually, and the visual effects looks amazing as well. But yeah, I still prefer, you know, Pan's Labyrinth and Devil's Backbone and all that. But definitely not a bad film. It's very entertaining. And I heard that he's going to do a sequel to this. Next up is definitely one of the most beautiful steelbooks that I have ever seen and that I have ever owned in my collection. It is from Oz the Great and Powerful, the prequel to The Wizard of Oz. This is a exclusive Blue Fans set. This is the Chinese version, by the way. Limited to 2,000. My number is 1361. And let me show you what's inside here. There are actually two versions. There's one with the lenticular cover, and I have one with this, hollow, set, which has these different cards in them. Let me show you what they are. You have Evanor, Rachel Wise, Theodora, Finley, the flying monkey, the wizard himself, and the witch, the wicked witch. And you can put all these, different cards, in front of this set here. Kind of similar to the A-Team set from the UK, which I also have. And here is the Steelbook, and like I said, this looks absolutely beautiful. Let me show you, get this thing off, by the way. You can show you the whole thing. Here's the back. I mean, it looks absolutely stunning. See that it goes all the way across the Steelbook there. It looks very beautiful. And there's some inside artwork as well. Here you have the the regular Blu-ray, and this is the 3D Blu-ray. And there's the artwork of the inside. I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful set. And I like the movie. It's the first, the Wizard of Oz, the original one is unbeatable. But I enjoyed it. It was a very decent, visual effects spectacle. Sam Raimi directed this, by the way, but it could have easily been directed by Tim Burton, because it really reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. But this is a very, very beautiful set, and definitely worth getting if you can find one for a good price. I believe this is now sold out, but yeah, this very beautiful steelbook and a very beautiful set of Oz the Great and Powerful. Next is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. This is a very thick Blu-ray DVD set from Arrow. There's a lot of things in here. Absolutely a lot of things that you can see. There's 3 discs, 2 Blu-rays, 1 DVD. And let me quickly show you what it has, if I can get this out. There is a very thick booklet with many interviews and anecdotes and pictures and the usual stuff. Here's Leatherface himself. Here's Toby Hooper, the director. Dennis Hopper, who was also in the film. And there's also some shots of Hooper's early films, Eggshells, and the other one is The Heisters, which are extras on this Blu-ray set. You have 2 discs, the DVD, and this is the Blu-ray with extras on it, and you can see Tobe Hooper's early works, the DVD version, and here is the Blu-ray with the movie on it, with a nice inside artwork, a advertisement card of other Arrow releases, and this is the certificate of authenticity, limited edition pressing number 2933. I actually don't know how much of these have been made though. Is it 10,000 maybe? I think it is, I'm not really sure. But this is a very nice set, of course. Put it back in. I wish they, I'm hoping that Arrow would get the rights of the first movie, the original Texas Chainsaw, and would do a set like this. That would be very great. Okay, next up is the digibook of Man of Steel. I know there's many, different releases of this movie. There is also this, tin box set, Superman logo, which is nice, but I'm not going to get it. There's also a steelbook of it, but I thought this was the best version to get. This is the Target exclusive. You can see a shot on the back here, and there's also very nice lenticular cover here. You have Henry Cavill. Anyway, Superman. And here's Michael Shannon as Zod, General Zod. Oh, by the way, if anyone is interested, here's the ultraviolet code. Here's the Blu-ray, and of course some the Blu-ray with special features, and this is, I believe, a DVD. And here are the pages. I'm sure some of you have already seen this. There are tons of videos of this set out there. The movie, I'm going to be really honest. I mean, I'm always honest about movies, but I was actually a little bit disappointed about Man of Steel. I think this is one of those movies that has to grow on me. I really want to see it a couple of times, and maybe I will love it. I mean, I like it. It's definitely not a bad movie, but I guess I have to get used to it. I'm so used to the Christopher Reeve Superman movies. I still prefer the first 2 Christopher Reeve Superman movies, but I grew up on those. And people say that this is better than Superman Returns. I'm actually one of the few who liked Superman Returns. But the thing with Superman Returns is that there is too less stuff going on, while in Man of Steel there is too many stuff going on, especially in the third act. I mean, there's too much action and too much CGI. That's just my opinion. I know there's many people who really loved it. But like I said, this movie has to grow on me. It definitely looks beautiful, which is not really surprising, because Zack Snyder can create this really stunning movies. But anyway, it's a very nice release. Man of Steel, the Target exclusive digibook. And last but not least, I also have The Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey. Comes with a lenticular cover you can see here. Now this is of course part of the box set that I have. Wait a minute, let me show you that one. Get this a little bit out of the way. Here it is. Here's the box set with the statue inside of Bilbo and Gollum. Now this is what it looks like. Definitely worth getting. There's some 40 minutes extras on this movie, and I loved The Hobbit. I thought it was great. I saw it in the theater. And here is the keep case. Some people kind of complain that it didn't come with a digi pack, and I understand why. But I have no problem with this. I think this is a very nice set. And the extras, I cannot wait to see those. Return to Middle Earth. But this is a wonderful set to get a hold of. And that was it for the Blues of November. Like I said, I went a little too crazy this time, but like I said, some of them were on sale, and I could not pass them up. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.